radio.com. We've got a friend of this show on the phone for a New Media Monday. She is kind of what I call a member of what I call the on-demand generation, meaning y'all don't know nothing about waiting for any TV show to come on. It's all about streaming. It's all about video on demand. It's all about YouTube. It's all about get it what I want when I want it. She is the proprietor, the owner, and founder of the online publication, The Headline, and a former member of our FrontPage team. Well, I shouldn't say former, because once you're a FrontPage family member, you're always a FrontPage family member. Thai Lee, good morning.
Good morning, Dominique. How are you?
I'm blessed. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, excited, feeling good this morning.
Well, I guess it's New Media Monday, so I want to talk about some crazy stuff that's been going on online in the world of YouTube and et cetera. But first, tell us about what you're doing, your publication.
Okay, my publication is called TheHeadline.com, and we cater to positive stories, community-based stories, entertainment, news. I discovered it, created it about a year ago. So it's only a year old, but it has been phenomenal and been booming. I've interviewed some great people as far as Morris Chestnut, Jamie Foxx, a lot of amazing people. And basically, I just want to highlight the unsung heroes and those that don't get a lot of story time that you see on television as well. So I interviewed a lot of community-based people, such as a young man named Jalen Coleman, who was a videographer, and many other great people.
Well, it doesn't surprise me, Thai Lee. One of the things we most appreciate about you is you always seem to have a positive attitude and a positive outlook. Congratulations on launching your own publication. And, of course, I'm a subscriber, and I see some of the amazing work. You have made quite a bit of headway with the headline in a short time. If people want to subscribe and keep up with you and get these positive entertainment stories and sort of, you cover movies and different things coming out, how do they do it? How do they connect?
Right. Well, they can go to my website. It's spelled THAHEADLINE.com, theheadline.com, and as soon as you log in there, you will see something pop out at you that says, hey, subscribe. And all you have to do is put in your email address. It's completely free. And every time I post a story, you will get a notification. And you can also find us on social media under The Headline as well.
With an A, The Headline with an A.
Yes, The Headline.
I don't spend that much time watching YouTube. I do watch some things. I'm always watching inspirational videos, and sometimes I watch old speeches, like I'll watch Malcolm X or some, Fred Hampton. But I also like to watch, Michael Beckwith, and, you can find a lot of inspiring stuff. But I feel like I live in the messy world of modern YouTube because my son watches YouTube more than television. He doesn't really watch TV. And I found that's true with most of his friends, that a lot of the younger generation watch YouTube the way we used to watch cartoons on TV.
Definitely. YouTube now has something called YouTube Red, where you can literally subscribe and pay a monthly fee and watch television and YouTube videos monthly without having any commercials attached to it. So YouTube has definitely taken a greater turn, where it's more than just a small video here and there. Like back in my day, I used to use YouTube just to watch music videos that you wouldn't see on TV on a regular basis. But now it has been taking way further than that. We even have videos of parents abusing their children.
I wanted to get to that. Okay, but before we do that, I want to just be clear, because I believe YouTube Red is the content that's paid, where you can pay and you get it for free. And then I think YouTube TV is where you get you can get regular television channels on YouTube. There's two different payments, I believe, you have to make. Yeah, so YouTube is becoming like its own cable channel, and it's also becoming its own network. And then, but then there's regular YouTube. I mean, most people are not going to subscribe to YouTube Red. Most of the children are watching.
They just want to watch the
They're
free
watching
stuff.
gaming content. They're watching a lot of the free stuff. And the prank videos are really popular. And I think what you're referring to is this guy named DaddyOFive, and the woman is, I think, MommyOFive or something, is a couple who basically got a lot of subscribers by abusing their kids, right? I mean, pretty much that's what they did.
True.
Like, give me an example of some of the kinds of stuff they were doing.
I mean, for example, they had 5 kids, and 2 of the 5 children, you would see that they would abuse mainly a little boy named Cody, and you would see the father yell at him, curse at him. You would see the father throw him into a bookshelf. You would see the mother purposely, like, put invisible ink on the carpet and say she's going to do a prank on him and yell at him and tell him to get up the stairs, and he'll cry and be like, I didn't do it. You'll see his brother's body slamming him, and it's just so sad to see this little boy crying, trying to hide from his older brother and his mother and father because he's afraid of the abuse that they're doing just for laughter. And he's never in on the prank, mind you, but they are calling it, oh, it's just a joke. The kids know what we're doing, but it's never a prank for him. He always lets them know in every video that he hates the pranks and he wants them to stop.
It's like they're bullying their own kid, right?
Yes, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, I read about one where the mom said that they had given him away, like they were giving him up to some strangers, giving him up to foster care, and he really believed it, and he was crying. But they had a lot of subscribers, right? I mean, a lot of subscribers.
I don't understand. I mean, you're watching a little boy get yelled at. You're getting physical and mental and verbal abuse. But in order for them to post these videos, that means they have a following. They have people who are subscribed to them that wants to be entertained by seeing a little boy be abused. So it's just a mental issue with not only the parents, but the subscribers as well that actually take the time to watch these videos as fans.
Now, from what I understand, and you know, I found out about this story because my son was so upset about these people. He was just mad about it. But what's interesting is they had over 1 million subscribers. They were actually making a living doing this.
Yeah.
They were actually paying their bills by abusing their children for the world to see. And then the dad was they were actually called out by other YouTubers, right? Other YouTube stars started picking up on this and brought the attention of authorities to it, kind of. Is that
correct?
Fair to say?
Yes, exactly.
So one thing about
what happened.
Yeah, go ahead, Thai Lee. Sorry.
No, they just had, there was other YouTubers that were doing it, but then there was a YouTuber who had a greater following that brought it to light, and there was also a petition put out as well for them to have the kids taken away and for them to get help and all these great things, and it's just beyond, you know, a reality TV show or April Fool's joke. When it comes to you raising children and, you know, abusing them, it comes down to just getting more than just having your kids taken away. But you need counseling and you need help.
Yeah, that's true.
Help.
But it is interesting that YouTube has this unique ability to police its own in the fact that, A, they did lose custody of those children. The children went, actually the mom was a stepmom and the dad was their biological dad. So they went to their biological mother who had said she was in agony watching her own children being abused on YouTube and not being able to do anything about it because she was made aware of this channel. She saw it and she couldn't get the kids. And finally, because the other YouTubers, like, I guess self-reported, these guys lost, they lost custody of their kids.
Yep, they sure did. And I'm so happy that they did. I know that now that they're in possession of their biological mother, that, you know, they're doing better now. They're becoming back to their normal selves. And it's just, I'm just happy that that's just the first step.
It's going to take a while for them to be all the way back, but it's interesting that now they've first these people posted DaddyOFive and MommyOFive, their YouTube names, posted a sort of half-baked apology video where they said, when the kids were in on it, they knew about it all along. And then, well, I guess when the legal troubles started to look bad, they posted a a tearful video where they said they, they made poor choices. You're not buying it?
No, I am not buying it. Seeing some fake tears, and then the dad still looks mean, how he always does in every video that he did make. I mean, it didn't help at all. Like, he deleted every single video off his YouTube account, but just left the apology video of them dressed in their Sunday best, air quotes around that, mind you, tearing and crying, saying that they apologized. They didn't think that what they were doing was harmful, and it was just a prank, that they were scripted. And it's just like, no. The same way the dad would say, it's just a joke, bruh. No, it's not, bruh. It's not at all. And then the sad part about it is, even though the dad deleted all the videos and just left the apology, DaddyOFive actually left up a couple of videos. And one of the videos that she did leave up was them doing a prank on the dad. And the dad actually had one of the sons at gunpoint, which was crazy.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, that's going to be captured and probably played at their trial should one occur. But, it's the whole concept of a prank on YouTube seems to be problematic because people don't seem to understand the concept of a prank. Like, what is a prank and what is a crime?
Exactly.
It seems like something your mama should have taught you.
Who's there is a prank.
Yeah, knock, who's there? I mean, even, maybe, dyeing somebody's hair blue while they're asleep or something like that. Yeah. But there are some things that are actually crimes. And and I don't think it's a generational thing. I think we're quick to point the finger and go, oh, these kids today. No, because I've seen some grown up people on YouTube doing stuff that is not funny. Beating up homeless people, beating up each other, making their kids fight with each other. Is it like, what do you attribute this to? I mean, is it just anything for a subscriber? Is that the mentality? Anything to get people to watch your channel so you can get your videos monetized so you can make a living off it? Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah, I think so. And you know what the sad thing is? People nowadays like to see other people in pain. They like to see people hurting, and
I don't know if that's new.
It's not me.
I don't know if it's new, Thai Lee. I mean, go all the way back to Rome. They had gladiators fighting each other to the death. They just didn't have people clicking the like button. But, but YouTube keep changing their algorithms. They keep changing the way that people make money. Advertisers have not been happy about some of the stuff. Most recently, some hate stuff, white supremacist, homophobic stuff, where you advertise on YouTube and all of a sudden your ad is side by side with some, neo-Nazi. And so they keep changing their standards, and what's happening, from what I understand, it's getting harder and harder for people to actually make a living on YouTube because YouTube is trying to figure out how to not lose their advertisers.
Right. I don't know what, as far as YouTube should do, but I know, you can take away certain keywords. You can't look them up. And I think the certain keyword that should be taken off of YouTube is the word prank. Because these pranks are no longer pranks any longer. They're, like we talked about earlier, they have become illegal. They have become abusive. They're not funny. So if they take away the word prank in the search bar, then I think it'll be harder for these people to make a living off of these videos.
Interesting. I mean, I think it would be a start. I mean, but people online are creative. They'll come up with something to replace prank in a meme in just 1 minute. So these guys, Heather and Mike Martin, DaddyOFive and DaddyOFive, have become like sort of the poster people for what not to do on YouTube. But YouTube is a corporate entity, and they have not made a statement about this whole situation. What happened was that, people like this one YouTuber named DeFranco and others that are really popular started these petitions. They asked Child Protective Services to investigate the Martins. They got more than 17,000 signatures. So the good thing, and this guy Keemstar, who used to be their friend and then turned against them. So one good thing about YouTube and the internet in general is you can really organize. You can organize effective campaigns and change conversations immediately.
and point out the right versus the wrong. That's for sure.
It's Radio Free 102.3 KJLH, Compton, Los Angeles, Long Beach, and Inglewood. So last week, YouTube announced that they were making changes to what they call their restricted mode. And this is, this shows you just how tricky this is, because this was family friendly. This was supposed to be family friendly, the restricted mode. But one of the things that ended up happening is they started hiding all of this LGBT plus content that was not offensive. It was family friendly, but they just automatically filtered it out because it had anything LGBTQ. And now they're saying that that the restricted is now going to try to go after extreme prank channels. But like you said, it's not that easy always, right?
Right. It's not. But I mean, it's a start. It's a parental control setting for YouTube. So you can turn it on or off. But it's a way to filter it.
I know. I'm sighing because a lot of my friends have that, or they don't let their kids watch YouTube at all. But you know what? I don't think that's the answer. I don't let my kid have a computer in his room. You don't get to be somewhere in a corner watching stuff where nobody can see what you're watching, because I don't care how many parental controls if you have a clever child, and trust me, all of us do. All of us do. They will find a way around your little controls. Trust and believe.
Yes, that's true.
You think how can a parent who knows less about the technology than the child control it?
Yeah, they cannot, because kids are born into it. So we learn a lot of things. My mom is still trying to figure out YouTube. Like, well, how do you do this? How do you do that? Like, with my job, I deal with YouTube on a daily basis. So I'm just like, oh, you just click here, and it's funny, but yeah.
No, I mean, it's true. And I know that, I know you can restrict it to a point, but then there's other things. Kids are around other kids who have phones, and those phones don't have your little controls on them. There are so many places that you can search on Google search, and YouTube pops right up. I try to put my parental controls in my kids' mind, meaning teach them some sense so that they know, and
if I did this, my mom probably wouldn't like that.
Right. And also so that, I feel like if we can, we try to keep them kids as long as possible. Of course, they're exposed to a lot of things in the world that we might not like. But then I think back to the little stuff I was exposed to. You don't need the internet. Kids tell each other stuff that would make your hair stand on end. And you can't stop kids from talking to other kids. So I think for me, the parental controls have to be in instilling as much as you can a moral compass and in your child, and also helping them to stay children as long as possible by not exposing them to grown folks stuff.
Exactly. I agree. And that comes along with good parenting. So what you're doing for your son is amazing. A lot of parents wouldn't even think that far. It's like, oh, well, he probably wouldn't do it. It doesn't even matter. I don't care what he's looking up. He's going to figure it out someday anyway. Like you said, let a kid remain a kid. Put the parental restrictions on their YouTube so that way they can just stay a kid and stay innocent and watch the things that you're supposed to be watching on a regular basis.
Well, and even if you have a little hacker who can get around your parental controls, which I would imagine most of us do, I mean, I think we have to really talk to our children, because it's just like television content now. You can put parental controls on TV and on YouTube, but there's still stuff that's going to slip by. So we've got to talk to them about it and teach them media literacy, teach them to, openly reject things that are not in their best interest. I really feel like that's the real battle, the battle for their imagination, the battle for their mindset. Yeah, let's see. We have Charles from 1-800-UNITE-US wanted to ask you a question, Thai Lee. Good morning, Charles. Welcome to the front page.
Hey, good morning. Enjoying the show and your guest. Your guest was mentioning that she interviewed some celebrities and talking about the positive things that she puts on her website. I was wondering if she has a section on positive music, or maybe she can have a link to KJLH. But
we always like that. KJLHradio.com.
Right. It's funny that you mentioned music. I honestly just got into the music fit vibe, putting things on my website. I've interviewed a young woman named Cindy Rain who has positive, great music that is for women and inspiration and inspiring young women to love themselves and have confidence. And then also Kendrick Lamar, who was just a great artist, I believe. You know, we're talking about his music as well. So if you know of any great artists who are putting out some great music and are positive, please send them my way so I can interview them. That would be great.
If we want to send them your way, or they want to send themselves your way, how would they do that?
They can email me. They can email me at contact@theheadline.com. That's CONTACT @theheadline.com.
I would also recommend, and this is, okay, I'm a mom who's not totally tech savvy, but I'm not totally tech illiterate because I love tech stuff. Okay. That's the Gemini in me. We got to know what the heck is going on everywhere. I would recommend find artists that you like and start, follow them on Twitter and check their hashtags, because what happens is after a while they, these different sites clock your preferences, and they'll start, like, especially on YouTube, but even on Twitter, stuff will start popping up that's similar to what you liked. So if you're following, Kendrick Lamar and Talib Kweli and Common and, I don't know, all these different artists that have something to say, what ends up happening is they start recommending other artists that are similar for you to follow, and it can expose you to more and more of the kind of music you're looking for. J. Cole and, Big Sean.
That's very true.
I'm on my Big Sean kick right now.
I love him. He's so, they're great. I love both of them.
Yeah, indeed. So, just quickly back on this this pranks thing. This guy who calls himself Ross Creations got arrested. And this is another thing that I always tell people: if you wouldn't do it in the middle of La Brea, don't do it online. It may be a virtual reality, but the key word is not virtual. The key word is reality. And they will put your butt in jail in reality.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. That sounded cryptic. But anyway, this guy, Ross Creations, his prank was going around taking down stop signs that he didn't think were needed, right? So he would, he did a couple in his neighborhood, and just the people, if there's no stop sign there, the people are probably not going to see the thing painted on the ground. They're going to roll right through. Yep. So he takes out the stop signs, then he publishes it on his channel. He has 500,000 subscribers.
Shaking my head.
And now he's on talking to his subscribers, trying to get them to donate to his legal fund because his butt went to jail. I'm just saying.
And that is so sad, okay? Literally, first of all, you're creating evidence. It's completely illegal. Why would you can buy stop signs at a store, or if you really want stop signs that badly, you can just purchase them online or anything of that nature. But
no, I think he thought it was funny. Yeah.
The point that you're taking out stop signs is completely dangerous. Oh my goodness. Like, that is not the right thing to do. That is not a prank neither.
Yep.
That is just that you're stealing, for one, and that's a felony.
Yeah, felony.
And the fact that these people are actually pitching in and donating money, and I believe that he's like halfway there, or about 40% there to his goal, is one thing, and it's just so sad.
Well, and I believe there are multiple felonies involved, because that's government property, it's theft, it's, endangering, there's a whole bunch of charges coming. But, I mean, even if you're not a lawyer, you should have enough common sense to know there are some things that are crimes. And if you're committing a crime, you probably don't want to do it on tape and then post it where anyone in law enforcement can find it.
Exactly.
Not to mention the whole danger piece.
As much as the idiot as he is.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think a lot of times we assume that it's that it's not real, that it's like other TV where it's, it's not real. But the fact is many of these folks are real, and they want your subscriptions and they want your views, because those are the things that make the money. The more subscribers they have, the more views they have, the more money they make. Thai Lee, it's been so much fun talking to you. I know you got to go to your other internet-based job, which we won't put out there. But tell us once again how we can hook up with The Headline.
You can go to The Headline on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and it's spelled THAHEADLINE, and the website is theheadline.com. You can email me with any inquiries. If you have anyone you would like me to interview, including yourself, email me at contact@theheadline.com.
And subscribe. Although you won't see Thai Lee taking down any stop signs, and she doesn't even have any children to beat.
Too much negativity in this world. We need some positive stuff,
Love's in need of love. If you want some more love in your life, you might want to sign up for The Headline. Subscribe. Make sure when you're there, you support Thai Lee. You got a store in there. We can buy stuff. We can buy different kinds of swag. So
just stay in the know with The Headline, okay?
All right. Thai Lee, thank you so much.
Thank you. Love you. Have a great day.
Love you more. We got some special guests in studio, and we're going to have our Wellness World moment. We said we were going to do it every day, and doggone it, we are, usually. It's the Front Page. Total Talk Expression, Radio Free, 102.3 KJLH.
Find your greatness. The Front Page. Radio Free. 102.3 KJLH.
Times are wasting. Niggas doing so much hate, and free your heart and show your greatness. I, like you, had to come from up under the basement. Just like you, had Satan trying my patience.